Hey everybody, and welcome to Meals with Melissa, where I come up with healthier versions of things that you love to eat. So today, of course, it's fall, and I don't know about you, but I am a pumpkin spice girl. So something super simple. I don't do complicated ever because I don't have brain power. I just gotta be efficient. So, super easy recipes. This is a no-bake pumpkin spice energy bite. If you're hankering for a snack and you need something and you want, taste of fall, yeah, I got you. All right, so super simple recipe. We're gonna start. I am making a half batch today, just to, it depends on how many you need, and these do work well by keeping them in the freezer in an airtight container. All right, so first thing we're gonna start with is a half a cup of peanut butter. Now at my house, I like to use the creamy Adams all-natural peanut butter. This works really well for me. It doesn't have any sugar added. It's just peanuts, which is really great. Now, make sure you do mix these up. They do separate with the oil. That's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just what happens. Make sure you mix it really well, or you'll get to the bottom and it'll be super stiff and you'll have a hard time utilizing it all. All right, so we're gonna use a half a cup of peanut butter. Got like my measuring tools right here. I love peanut butter, so this works great for me. I am okay with anything with peanut butter or almond butter. Works great. All right, so half a cup of peanut butter. There we go. It's about right. Throw that in my little mixing bowl. All right, to that, I'm going to add some pumpkin puree. Now be careful, you don't want the pumpkin pie can, you want the pumpkin puree. Okay, so we're gonna add to this a 1/4 cup of the pumpkin puree. And you guys, this should be super easy to find. It's the right season for this. All right, nice. I really wanted to lick this spoon right now. Can't help it. All right, so to this I'm going to add 1/4 cup of the pumpkin puree. All right, there you go, just Libby's. Sometimes you can find the store brand. I wasn't finding that today, so kinda, not really eyeballing it, but making sure we're close. All right, to this we're also gonna add some syrup. Now, the original recipe calls for maple syrup, and as you know, that is pure sugar. So, we're going to use an alternative. Now, sometimes I actually use something called a stevia glycerite. It's stevia, it's the sugar substitute, but it's a little thicker option. However, what I grabbed from the store was not what I hoped it was. So, I'm not using that today, but we are going to use a 1/4 cup of this is the, and I can't even say this, Lakanto, I don't know, but it is monk fruit syrup, okay? Maple flavored syrup. Now, it's a little more liquidy than a regular maple syrup, so keep that in mind as you are starting to add the oats to this, that you might have to actually add a little bit more because this is pretty, yeah, it's not thick at all. All right, so with this, we're gonna add a little bit of vanilla extract as well. I love vanilla, I love that smell. Okay, we are going to add a half a teaspoon of vanilla. Now, just got myself some good vanilla from Mexico, but we're using the stuff that is open, which is from Costco. Vanilla got really expensive the last couple of years, so yep. Fortunately, we don't use a ton of it, but we always have some on hand. All right, so mix this. Now I'm actually just gonna use my rubber scraper to see if I can't get it to kind of blend a little bit better. We are gonna be adding some ingredients to this, so don't worry if it's kind of not getting where you need it to go quite yet. All right, I'm looking at peanut butter and pumpkin. That's a good mix. That's a good mix right there. Two of my favorite things in the fall. All right. Actually, this doesn't blend too badly, so that's super great. All right. So to this, I'm going to add some rolled oats. Now, oats in general should be gluten-free, but if you need to look for the truly gluten-free ones, that's just fine. But we're going to add about 3/4 cup. All right. Let me get a dry measuring cup here, because the other one's been used for the wet ingredients. All right, so I'm gonna get a different one. So obviously 3/4 cup, we're gonna use 3 of these. Again, this is a half recipe. You can make as little or as much as you need to. If you struggle to make the ingredients work for how much you want, there are online calculators for that. You can take a recipe, input it, and say, I wanna make 2 or 3 times of that batch, and it'll give you what you need for that. All right, 3/4 cup of the oats. That's your carb right there, okay? To that, I'm gonna actually add some chia seeds. Now, locally we have a store where they carry it in bulk, so you can get as little or as much as you need. Super inexpensive. Don't buy a great big thing of it, you don't need to. Find the place that has the bulk section. And it's not coming undone, so I just have to make it work. Sometimes these little things, there we go. Made it work, made it work. All right, so to this, I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of chia seeds. All right, just kind of gives it a little bit of a texture. Super, super simple, there we go. All right, and also pumpkin spice seasoning, pumpkin pie spicing. I love this stuff. Let me tell you, I've got some great recipes that you can add this to. It just smells good, right? Just love it. Reminds me of fall right from the get-go. I even bought a fall candle today because I'm in the mood. I'm in the mood for that. All right, so I'm going to add 1/2 of a tablespoon of pumpkin pie spice. Love it, love it. If I overdo it a little bit, I'm not gonna complain. All right, there we go. All right, so I'm gonna mix this up and then I'm gonna add some Lily's dark chocolate chips, okay? Now, keep in mind, I love Lily's dark chocolate chips. I love that Lily's doesn't add sugar to their chocolate. The only thing you have to remember is it does contain erythritol. Now, too much erythritol can actually give you some indigestion when it comes to your microbiome and cause you some let's just say bloating, guys. That's just what it is. You're gonna get a little bit bloated. It's gonna be a little uncomfortable. So you wanna be careful not to overdo the chocolate chips. I can always tell when I've had too many, right? That's why, these are great options for if you want just something, a quick, easy little snack. But just remember, this doesn't mean that you can eat the whole batch all at once, okay? Eat one and then freeze it. Works great. All right, so to this, I'm going to add 1/4 cup of Lily's dark chocolate chips. Now, I like these because they're the smaller ones too, so that works really great for these energy bites because I'm not getting great big chocolate chips in my recipe here. So we're just gonna put whatever we got left. Why not? Put whatever we got left. All right, I'm gonna mix this really well, and then normally I would chill this for about 15 minutes just to make it a little thicker. Which I probably will do when we're done here, but I do want to show you what you're going to do with it before you're done, to scoop it into portions, right? Ooh, flying chocolate chips. All right, mixing it good. This smells good. Yeah, you gotta love that. So, everybody asks, how do you not eat all of the things over the holidays, all the cookies and the garbage? Now, I do eat some, right? I do allow myself a little bit during the holidays because I love the tradition. I love, eating those kind of things with my family. But a lot of times I just have to smell it, and that's enough to make me happy because smelling the olfactory sense is half your sense of taste. All right, so again, normally I would chill this, which I'm probably gonna do as soon as we're done here, but I'm gonna take a small cookie scoop that I have on hand, and I'm gonna portion control that out on some parchment paper on my pan, and then I can throw them in the freezer and harden them up a little bit before I put them away in an airtight container in my freezer. So I'm just gonna take my scoop, and voila. Pretty simple, right? You guys, I just don't do complicated. I don't have enough time or brain power to do complicated at this point in my life. I wanna make things simple, and I wanna make it simple for you because I know you have busy lives. So, if you have a great recipe, I get my very best ideas from you. Make sure you pass it on because we want to try it. We want a great community that can share and help each other out when it comes to our health and fitness goals. Now, if you're watching this on YouTube, or if you're not watching this on YouTube, make sure you do make your way over to YouTube and go to my channel under Fillmore Fitness, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and every time I do one of these posts, you will see it and you'll have a great variety and database of recipes that you can try. So check it out, you guys. See what you think. Let me know. Leave a comment below. You can message me also directly at Facebook Messenger. I do respond. So have an incredible day, you guys. Let me know what you think of my pumpkin spice option for the day. Have a great one, guys. Bye now.